This is a quick, redundant tutorial going over all of the audio settings in Zoom that we've talked about, and I'm going to just put it in one video recording. So here is the Zoom app. I'm going to start a meeting. Let me bring that into the window so you can see it. I want to unmute myself. I want to make sure you're unmuted to start. And if you're, this shouldn't matter whether you're coming in first person, there's nobody else on the air when you join, or whether you're coming into the meeting and somebody is currently on the air. These steps should be the same. So you want to make sure, you want to leave yourself muted if in fact you are coming into someone else's show, but don't forget to unmute regardless. But I wanted to address this little caret next to the microphone. You want to click that, and you should probably do this every time just to make sure everything's cool. And the very bottom of this potentially long list of input and output devices like I have, at the very bottom is the words audio settings. Click audio settings. You'll come here and you'll see the stuff we want that matters. Make sure that the microphone that you're using is selected, which if it's your computer, laptop microphone should be default. I would love for you to experiment here with unchecking this box, the automatically adjust microphone volume. Uncheck that box and turn the volume all the way up. If your levels are still good and not clipping out, then you can leave it that way. That will negate the possibility that Zoom accidentally or automatically turns down your volume if a loud sound happens behind you, which can take it a long time for it to raise that back up, which makes you quiet, and that's a problem. So if you can uncheck that box and turn the volume all the way up and have your level hitting a nice 3/4 of the way like mine is right here, then you are in a good place, and you want to leave that. You can also see that your levels are hitting in a good place by looking at the microphone icon down here and see how the green is fully filling that microphone, and that way you know that your sound is happening well. So the next thing is on the Advanced button down here at the bottom right. Click the Advanced button, takes you to this page, and you have these options. You have Suppress Persistent Background Noise, Suppress Intermittent Background Noise, and Echo Cancellation. I know that if you can, I would love to have these disabled. I know that some of you knew better than that. You had a fan in the background, or you have some cars outside or a lot of noise, and you need these background noise things to be on in order to block that stuff out. So you can experiment with this for yourself, but if you have a guest in the room with you or something else like that, this stuff, if it's on, is going to make your guest, if they get quiet, it's going to cut them out. It's the thing that cuts out background noise, and Zoom thinks that your quiet guest is background noise and starts to cut them out. So you want to shut it off if you can. At minimum, go with moderate to auto, but please never aggressive. So mine, because I'm in my office and it's quiet, I can have it disabled for both of those things. Echo cancellation doesn't have a disable option. It's simply auto or aggressive. So auto is best. However, this selection here, show in meeting option to enable original sound from microphone, that should be checked. You want that on. And what that does is give you the option in meeting to turn on original sound. Guess what? When you turn on original sound, it shuts off echo cancellation. So that's where that happens. So now we've got echo cancellation to auto, and your noise suppressions both at disable if you can, and show in meeting option to enable original sound from the microphone turned on. You can now close this, and then you can come here and turn on original sound. If you've got speakers like on a laptop or whatever, you might have echo now, and that's a problem, so you can't use that. But if you're using earbuds, then you can have that on, and that gives you the best quality sound. So I'm going to leave that on for the moment and give this a test. We've got original sound on now. And now finally the share screen option. We're going to come down here and go share screen. And yes, you could click this button here, share computer sound, and then share your screen. But as we know, there's some kind of an issue with doing it twice and that being there and saying it's shared but not having it work. And really there's no need to share your entire screen with everybody and block out the visuals that you would otherwise have. So simply go to the Advanced tab of this screen and select Music or Computer Sound Only. When you do that, it's ideal because now we have this thing at the top that shows you are sharing computer sound, and you can stop that. So now you've got everything happening. Now what I'd love for you to do to test, this is all on your own time before you come into a meeting, is hit the record button here and begin to record your Zoom meeting. Record a little bit, talk, play some music on your computer, do the whole thing. Stop the recording down here. When you stop the recording, it puts the recorded file on your desktop or wherever it does. Listen to the recording and see how it was. And then you can make adjustments from there by turning on noise suppression if needed, or you can hear how loud your guest was or not, and you can have them get closer or whatever. You can experiment with that stuff, and you can also know that your computer sound, the music that you played came through and sounded good, and you can compare the volume levels of the music you played with the volume level of your voice and know in advance how it's all going to sound on your radio show. So there you go, and we'll see you in class.